Good morning, I'm Faye Thompson. We're going to make succotash today. It's one of the favorites of my family and a lot of my friends have been asking me to do it. But it's real time consuming. Now today we're using some fresh vegetables that's frozen. It's really better if you fix your succotash in the season when all your vegetables are fresh, but you can do what I'm doing this morning. So first thing we're going to do, I'll tell you what's in it. There's a lot of different kinds of succotash recipes. This is the one that my family likes, and we've been I've used this recipe for years now. We're half in the recipe. The recipe is doubled of what we're doing today. I'll start off and tell you exactly what the recipe says, and then you say we're going to half that. It's 2 quarts of lima beans, and I like to use the speckled beans. And they come in different colors, different varieties, but I just like the speckled one better. It's a darker. These peas are either black eyes or purple. I would not use Crowder peas in it. I don't know why, but it's just I don't like them as well. This is some corn. It's cut off the cob. I did this during the corn seasoning and put it in the freezer. And later on, when corn season comes along, I'm going to teach you how we like the corn. This is a favorite of a lot of people that I've cooked for. This is tomatoes. Now, if it's in season, you just want to cut them up in small pieces and cook them till they're tender, but we're using them out of the can. What I did with that, I got a whole can of Hunt's whole tomatoes, and what I did, put them in a food processor and chopped them up. Any way you want to do it, you just need them chopped up. We're going to do onions. Onions is a half a quart, and we've got bacon. It's a half a quart, and we got okra that's half a quart. Now we're going to cook these because you can't hardly cook those ahead. I cooked the others all ahead so it wouldn't be so time consuming. And the bacon, I put this bacon in a food processor to chop it up real fine, and I also did that with the onions. Hot pepper that I raised in my garden, and I chopped it up real fine, and we're just going to use a small teaspoon, probably half a teaspoon, because this is really hot. But what I did is put it in the freezer, and later on, we're going to make pepper jelly out of this. So I put it in the freezer until we get time, because everybody's busy. We're going to have salt and pepper to taste. I didn't measure that out, so everybody's use their own. I need to tell you something about, these are my kitchen toys. It's 2 different sizes. You may have these, I don't know, but if anybody that's ever raised fresh peas, no, when you put them on the stove, they're going to boil over if you're not standing there watching them. This thing is wonderful. You stick it over the top of the pot. You take this and put it over the top of the pot, and when it boils, that skim will come up through these holes and land here. It won't land on your stove. And it works great. I got 2 different sizes of them. I got one here, one here. Now your lima bean will not boil over like your peas will. Anybody that ever cooked peas know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I just thought you might want to see those. When I fried the bacon yesterday, using the bacon grease to cook the onion and the okra in. So I put it off over here in another bowl, and I'm not sure how much we're going to use, but that was a half a cup. Okay, that looks like it's going to be enough to start off with. We're going to start off with the onion. This is, of course, we're doing half a recipe, so this is half of a quart. So we'll cook the onions until they're tender. It's on about a medium-high heat. My daughter, that's bacon in there if you wonder what the little brown spots are. My daughter loves succotash. She'll be gone off on a trip somewhere and come in, and she'll be coming to see me. She said, "You have any succotash and cornbread?" She says, "You got to have cornbread to go with the succotash." So I put it in the freezer a lot of times. So that's the reason this recipe is large as it is, because I put it in the freezer. Personally, I don't think succotash tastes as good out of the freezer, but it's not bad. It's just better if you use a fresh vegetable out of the garden. One time I was over at my daughter's, and I had carried her some succotash, and she'd put it on the breakfast table, and she had one of her friends there visiting, and it was covered. And she kept talking about how much she liked it. And he picked the lid up off of it and looked at it. He said, "Is this what you've been talking about so much?" She said, "Yes." He didn't say anymore. I think he thought that looks terrible. And it's not. I can say this: it's not something. It's real pretty after you get it all mixed up together. It's not a pretty food. Today I'm going to try to show you some different ways that you can serve it or display it where it doesn't look. It looks better anyway. We'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to mix our bacon in with this now. It's also a half a quart. It's because when we get through, all this is mixed up together. And I'm just putting it in here so it'll warm it up. It'll all be warm when I get through. Then the last thing we're going to do is cook the okra. And that's another thing about okra. Okra, this is something that I raised in my garden and had it frozen, but it's definitely not as good as it would be if you're taking it out fresh, but it's all right. I think this is ready to take up. This pan is kind of heavy, is the reason I'm using this scoop. It's, I'm not as strong as I used to be, you know. I told you in the other videos I'm 90 years old. Use some more bacon grease. Probably that much. And then we're going to cook our okra. You sure don't want to overcook the okra now. See, what you don't want to do is overcook okra, because if you do, it has a tendency to get slimy. You don't want to do that. In fact, a lot of people will not use okra in succotash. I guess that's the reason. If you just don't like okra, you don't need to put okra in there. It's pretty much whatever you like, you know. You can go to the supermarket and buy the frozen corn. I think it would probably be all right. This is just something I had in the freezer where during corn season I always do a lot of corn because son-in-law likes it. Several people like it a lot. I'm just going to mix this okra right in with this other stuff, and then we'll put it all in a bowl together. This thing is a mess. I drained my lima beans. Now the reason you do this is because this is not a soup. This is a thick vegetable, so we're going to have to drain every one of them. So that's the lima beans. We will not drain the tomatoes. And we will not drain the corn because there's not enough liquid on that to hold it. The corn is real thick anyway, so. Next, we're going to mix the peas and the okra and the onions after they're drained. All of those have been drained. You do not drain the tomatoes. And here's where we use that little dab of real hot pepper from my garden in the summer. But you don't want much of it. It's cayenne pepper. It's really hot. I'd say about like that. Not any more than that. We're going to stir this all up, and we're going to have to put some salt and pepper to taste. So I really don't know how much we're going to use. I'm going to try that. And pepper. This is black pepper. See, a lot of people want to confuse this with being a soup. It's not a soup. It's just a real thick vegetable. Okay, we got this out displayed for you because succotash is not a very pretty food to serve. You can serve it in a nicer bowl like this, or you can peppers, different color peppers, or if you want it more casual, this is more casual right here. This is plain, one of those cheap dishes you get at Walmart. And this is some crystal that I have here. But anyway, I just wanted to show you can display it where it looks a lot better. You can also put these in a tomato. Just hold the inside of the tomato out, and I think it makes a pretty dish. It's a lot prettier than serving the succotash by itself. Of course, my children, they'll just eat it without going to all this trouble, but you might want to serve it at some dinner a little nicer and not let it look like it does when it first comes out of the pan. And anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I know my children like it a lot, and try not to let it be confused with soup. It's not soup. It's just a mixed vegetable. And you might want to change some things because there's a lot of different kind of recipes for succotash. And like I told you, this is what my family likes. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on our next family recipe video.